sports fan, but I just think that, man, and in this book here, of course, if you guys haven't got this, it's just little blurbs, 177 of them, different mentality, toughness things that, man, you can just go, if you're not a reader, you can just go and read one of these a day, a couple of these a days, or whatnot. And I'm going to focus in on number 127 today. Champions never say die. The middle class will persist until they become uncomfortable. The upper class will persist until it becomes painful, but the world class never say die. Champions are comfortable being uncomfortable because they have grown so accustomed to the risk that feelings of vulnerability almost seem natural. Champions don't even begin to pay attention until they feel pain, which they expect to feel on a regular basis. Even the upper class cannot compete with the world class because while good performers have a deep desire to win, the great ones are the great ones are committed to winning. Okay? So what does that mean? I mean, the success is not easy, right? Life is not supposed to be easy. You are going through trials and tribulations all of the times. You will feel pain. Okay, it's like when women give birth. I mean, you don't everybody's excited about, I mean, I'm not speaking for women, of course, but everybody's excited, but they want to see the baby. They're not asking the mother, oh, how did it feel? They already know how it feels. Probably not very good. That's the pain part. But the end result is a beautiful life. Okay. And so, gosh, that's the same thing in your business. Let's just hone it in on Primerica here. Because, man, you're going to everything that you, guess what? People you think you're going to sit down with, they're not going to sit down with. People you think you're going to buy, they're not going to buy. They're going to say all this stuff. And nobody is immune to that. Okay. You guys see these football players that's starting tomorrow, of course, or this, you see all of the accolades, the glory, and the money. But see, what people don't see is all the effort it takes to get to that point. Same thing here. How many of your teammates are joining and they get a couple of no's and then they're gone, or they fail their test and they're gone, or they start doubting themselves and they're gone? That is going to happen. Failure to manifest the vision is not an option. Champions will do it or die trying. Let me read that again. Failure to manifest the vision is not an option. First of all, do you have a vision? Do you have something that you're trying to get after? Do you have something you're trying to achieve? Then draw a line in the sand and go get it done. You guys understand it? This is not Primerica it's a skill game. We can all learn that. The mantra they love to espouse is whatever it takes. The great ones are masters of self-denial, suffering, and sacrifice. They do it all to live their vision. If you're going up against the great ones, you better pack a lunch because it's going to be a long afternoon. You guys know the people that, look at the people on the leaderboards. They just keep pumping numbers and pumping numbers and pumping numbers and pumping numbers. And you're like, oh gosh, we're so terrible. Man, how committed are you to achieving your vision? Are you willing to do whatever it takes? If so, you're on the right track. If not, chances are you've settled for second best in your vision. I don't know. I'm sick and tired of being, second best for your vision. There's, not having that lifestyle that people can dream about. And yes, it's going to go tough, but man, you keep going through those roads. You keep going through that stuff. You keep writing your goal. You keep showing up. You keep doing all of those things. That's what the champions do. They just keep at it. All you have to do is look around at the company, look around at your peers. There's so much success that's going on. The difference is right here. The 6 inches between your ears. So let's go get it done. Anyway, short and sweet today.
That's
What has
good.
just been on my mind just the last couple of days was sports, and I'm doing some coaching with some of the girls and just in some of their sports, and it's just such a mental, you know, toughness life that we have to go through if we're willing to achieve the goals. And if we're not willing, no problem. It's not that we don't like people or don't want to be. It's not. It's just there's just different levels of thinking. And if we can collectively be around people that are thinking that way, that is the energy that we need. So back to you, Gilly, to wrap it up.
100%. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. I love that book. And I love that life, because once we become comfortable being uncomfortable, I'm going to tell you, if you want to win at anything, if you want to succeed at anything, if you want to become a regional vice president, you will spend a chunk of time learning how to live outside of your comfort zone. And pretty soon, right, living outside of your comfort zone becomes your comfort zone. And then there's moments of quiet and moments of break where you're like, oh my gosh, I don't even know what to do right now, because you get, and I'm not saying we need to be in that constant sympathetic overdrive, fight or flight 24/7. That is not the intent. We need to find a way to ground ourselves as we're going through that, right? But getting uncomfortable, living outside of our comfort zone is key. That is the only way you guys are going to go from a life, right? You may not feel this. I felt this. To go from a life of mediocrity, a life where you're barely getting by, a life where when your tire blows, life is hard, versus a life of somewhat comfort. Right? If you want to have the financial comfort, you have to live uncomfortably for a period of time in your life, period. There's no question. That's just how it is. And so how long you're willing to be uncomfortable, to what extent you're willing to be uncomfortable, will directly decide the type of success you are going to experience in life. And I'm just not talking about financial success, you guys. It's the success of falling asleep at night knowing you gave it everything you had. Are you going to put stuff on? Are you going to create debt as you're building your business? Hell yeah, you are, because that's a part of life. Are you going to put, you're going to go to the convention next summer. You might not have that. You're going to put that on a credit card and know I'm going to pay it off, because without that, I'm not going to see success. Yes, you don't go to the convention. You need to have right now, I don't care where you're at in your business. Already, you need to know when next summer comes, I will be there no matter what. No matter what. Right? That means Saturday morning for training, I will be on no matter what. Tuesday night for the op night, I will be there if I'm physically capable, no matter what. Right? These trainings that we have, Denise, I'm proud of you. April, I appreciate you. Right? I don't mean to be too intense. We got 2 minutes to close. Aloyet, I know being in business for a long time, like you said, I think it was 1990. That's a big damn deal. You're here on a Saturday morning. Always trying to get better, always trying to move forward. I should eliminate trying. We are always getting better. We are always moving forward. We are doing it by physically making the commitment to get better. Wherever Adam is this morning with the girls, doing his parenting thing, committing to be on anyway, right? That stuff, that is what it takes. I can promise you, anybody who's went out as an RVP has had unbelievably discomfort. They've been in discomfort. There's licensing issues. There's financial issues. There's relationship issues. There's team issues. There's policy issues. Welcome to life. You can either grasp it and run through it and realize, here's the thing, there's a pile of crap in front of me. This was going to be my talk today. We'll do it another day. If you want to go into business for yourself, even if you're just doing this as a side hustle to make some extra cash, anything that's stepping us outside from the traditional business corporate world where you're allowing somebody to rent you out hourly. Anything else. And that might sound awful and you might feel uncomfortable that I just said that. That's okay. Anything else is going to take effort and energy, and it's going to be the 6 inches between your ears that is going to allow you to do it or not, because that is the only thing that takes us off. Can I do it? Am I capable of doing it? Can I be uncomfortable long enough? Because that's it. Can you be uncomfortable for 2 hours without throwing in the towel? Can you be comfortable for 2 days without throwing in the towel? Can you be financially struggling or whatever, it's emotionally struggling, mentally struggling, physically struggling for 2 days, 2 months, 2 weeks, 2 years? What's your breaking point? And if your answer is, I don't have a breaking point, you're going to freaking win here. That's it. So that's the talk of the day, man. This was great
Let's
stuff.
go.
I appreciate all of it. And if that's too tough for you, good. You're gonna win when you don't
Correct.
quit. Right?
Let's
You're gonna win when
freaking
you don't quit.
go.
So we've got a Team
Thank
of Destiny
you.
call starting right now. If April, I appreciate April reached out to me and said I did not send that out via text, so I did.
Thank you for doing this.
And
Thank you, Adam and Geely. Ooh, I needed that.
I was
good,
in the
good. Good. We see you. All right. Well, it was nice to see everybody on today. For those of you who just popped on, we are getting off to go on to the Team of Destiny call. And we appreciate your time today. Sean, I saw that you just popped in. There is a recording. I would encourage you to have Taylor give you that recording information. I will forward it over as soon as I can, and we'll post that. But we do, for those of you who want to jump on the Team of Destiny call from right now for the next 90 minutes. So thank you. Nice to
Y'all
see
have a good
everybody.
day. Thank you.
Thanks, ladies.
Let's go.
See you later.
Awesome. Freaking great. Good job.